when I was in my first 4 years of my career, I wasn't a performer. I was a, go to work, clock in and clock out. I wasn't even thinking of being promoted. Just pay me my money at the end of the month. But sooner or later, you get to a point you're like, no, there must be more to this now. But this time I said, no, I want to be present. I needed to bring my whole self to work. That's the only way I could align and make it an impact. So I went looking for myself.
Adora Ikwuemesi is a renowned HR leader and the founder of Kendor Consulting, a top firm specializing in learning and organizational development. With over 20 years of experience and certifications including GPHR, CIPD and CIPM, she is a trusted executive coach and advisor to leaders and boards. A doctorate holder with research in remote employee engagement, Adora brings deep, evidence-based insight on the future of work. She has led major HR transformation projects, founded the annual HR Bootcamp conference and HR Nigeria, and authored the award-winning book, Change Your Career.
You can't compete with people who have an unfair advantage. So, like you see, Adora will not get tired of writing.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't compete with... You see, when you're tired, I will keep...
Yes.
It's like someone trying to compete with me in writing. I love writing.
Yes.
I wake up in the morning and I start. Nobody needs to motivate me. And that's why I say we must all find our competitive advantage.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thrive Not Survive podcast with Coach EO. I'm Coach EO. So every time I introduce the Thrive Not Survive podcast, it takes a different meaning. It gets expanded. So here's today's version. If you want the rest, go and watch the other ones. Thrive Not Survive is our way of contributing hope to the world. We see a few people who we think are successful, and they are very successful by world standards in some cases, but we don't know what the journey has been. So it's not a destination, it's a process, as many of them would say. We bring to you some of them who will tell you what they've recognized, and in some cases, they've not even thought about it, what their process has been. And as we engage them in conversation, it comes out. We hope that as you listen to them, you get something that can help you in your journey. So it's more of a been there, done that, so you don't have to type of thing. Today, we have Adora Ikwuemesi. I remember shouting out on this podcast that you guys should help me threaten her, harass her to come here. I consider her the big sister that God gave me in 2022. I knew her before, but we met in 2022. We'll get into all of that, but she has been the big sister I actually prayed for before. I used to wish I had a big sister like this, and then now I've heard. So she came at the right time when it was going to be useful, because it probably wouldn't have been useful at the time. So, guys, without further ado, let me introduce to you Madam Adora Ikwuemesi. She hates this madam, so I say it to look for trouble. So, Madam.
You're looking for my trouble.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know what we did to get here today.
Yeah.
So I would call it grateful for the opportunity. Thank you for wanting me to be on this podcast. I'm hoping to find out why.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you've asked me several times and I've told you.
What will I say?
What would I say? Exactly. And I think I was like, is this a podcast where you come and you've already arrived? And I'm like, Elizabeth, the journey, we're still on this journey, right? So anyway, but you said something, and I think I posted something by Brain Brown, which is like something around, one day your story will be somebody else's
like a
blueprint for survival. Yes, exactly. And I was like, you know what, for whatever it's worth, it doesn't matter where we are in our journeys, where we've gone so far, someone hasn't gotten there. Yeah. And at least it will inspire someone. So yes, I'm here. I'm all for the, not vibes in this case, but the inspiration.
I'm so happy. Like, yes. I'll be looking at you like this. Yeah, I love this woman. Like, I love you.
Thank you.
You're so gracious and graceful.
To you.
Yes, it's okay. It's my own. I'm saying I don't know about other people. Yeah. To me, I don't know why, really.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I'm grateful.
you.
I don't take it for granted. God will help me not to spoil it. But this is I've admired you for years since I joined Interswitch 19 Giridim ago,
Yeah.
and all I could hear was about the first head of HR, how she was amazing, how she's cerebral, how she was a nerd, how she wanted to, and Mitchell would say, "You've been doing head like Adora. You remind me of Adora." I'm like, who is this woman? And then I met you on the very unassuming. You came in to meet my boss at the time, and you were just in, and you included me in the conversation. Like you included me. You didn't know me before I was a Smalley. But you just say hi and everything. I was just there, farms in, just quiet in my corner. And I went outside to go see.
Yeah. Very funny.
Then many years later, we connected. We're on the same group chat, all those kind of things. Then he told me, come and speak now. I'm like, me? Speak what? Why? How? Who? When? And they're like, no, you must.
Yeah.
I think I had traveled that year. He said I should come back. I should try. I was so nervous because I've been doing all the talking behind the screen, virtual, all the webinars and all of that, but standing on stage, why?
Yeah.
The messages that I saved them, like what you told me in that period.
Yeah.
It's never going to be perfect. You're the person going to be caging yourself.
Yeah.
Just try. It doesn't matter. All the people. And I said, okay, let me enter yes and go and do it. And I did it and I had fun. And I had to go into the place where it was fun.
Yes,
so that I could deliver.
Fun.
But that helped me. And from then on, that different people start calling me. Come and do keynote speaker for this, come and be this, come and be that.
Yes.
If I hadn't stepped on that
stage,
HR bootcamp stage, I would never have just mustered the courage to keep doing, because I'm like, I don't know anything. Then I will get there, I'll say something wrong. They'll find out I don't know what I'm saying.
Stop being modest.
But you see, I wish it was being modest. But when you say stuff like that coming from you, I'm like, okay, perhaps, because I know you don't lie. That type of thing. Anyway, so
good.
This is it. I'm a fan girl. So I might not be composed on this stage. However, we must do what Thrive Not Survive is about. So I'm going to ask you the question.
Yes, go ahead. I'm ready.
If you want people to know you, how do you describe Adora?
Is this to other people or
to yourself?
To myself. I would say to myself, I'm a purpose seeker.
Purpose seeker?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm a thinker. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm a thinking person. I didn't just come to this earth to take up space. Like, contributing my quota is very, very important to me. And I think that has driven my behavior in so many ways. I'm very curious about what it is I am supposed to do on this earth. That's something, that I would say, if you need to know something about me, if you look at what I do, I don't do things for the sake of it. No, because I'm constantly on a journey of discovery. And that journey started a long time ago. It started off as being curious. It started off as being very independent-minded. I'm the person who, when everyone is going right, I am going left. So you need to understand that child that did not conform, because not rebellious at all, no, because I didn't even have that courage. I was definitely not a courageous person, but I wouldn't just go with everyone. I want to know why we're going. There's something I always tell people when I was young, just to give you an insight to the kind of person I was. I went to boarding school in Nigeria, and okay, I'm now confessing. I think this is what happens on
yes.
podcasts. I can't remember how many times I went for assembly. Yeah, and assembly is like, that's where everyone goes.
Go. Yeah.
For some strange reason, I just wouldn't go. Like, I would take a walk, go to the farm area, Just look around, do things. Like, I don't even know why. Because I'm not like the crazy rebellious type. No, not at all. Very quiet, unassuming, So, but I just wouldn't go. Like, and there was no reason. Like, I didn't think it through, but I just thought, you know what? There are other things to do.
Interesting.
So I don't conform or comply. I'm not very compliant. Yes. Think, which is an interesting thing. Yes. So yes. And that's something I picked up about myself when I was much younger. But I've been very curious, always thinking, what am I supposed to do? How can I contribute? How can the success story of my generation should not be complete without me. Yeah. I remember reading that in a book by, is it Maxwell? Yeah. It's probably someone you should get on the podcast as well. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yes.
We'll get
the
there.
Success story of my generation not being complete without me. Yeah, that's something that stuck with me. So
that actually struck a chord.
It does. If you're that type of person who is really not, when they say, I came, I saw, I conquered. No, I came, I saw, I contributed I wasn't just a spectator. I did my fair share. I stood up for what is right when I should have. Yeah. When I was at school, there used to be it's a bit sad when you now start thinking of people and their past. There used to be a bit of a troublesome friend I had who is now passed. She used to call me freedom fighter at one point. Because I didn't like injustice. I used to. I stand up for injustice. I don't believe in being dominated. I don't like it. Yes. So that's something that gets me. I would speak up. I won't see injustice and
look
turn.
away.
Yeah. So I think in my journey in life, where I've experienced injustice, it makes me I almost promised myself other people wouldn't experience that as well. And it drove me when I was at InterSwitch. And I think, well, for me, that's probably one of my most successful roles. If not, I really enjoyed that role, being head of HR then. Because for me, I tried to wrong all the injustices I felt as an employee. So it's funny that once I sat in that chair of HR, the first thing I dealt with was performance appraisal. Because that one was personal, right? I had experienced my own not getting promoted because you fell between the cracks. It wasn't going to happen to anyone else. That would not happen under my watch. So I remember sitting in review meetings with the MD Mitchell and the rest of the management team. This is something I wouldn't forget. Is literally naming people one by one and reminding or trying to give management a synopsis or a background on them. Because the truth of the matter is, when it comes to HR and performance appraisals, sorry to say, everyone is just a statistic.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Once the team exceeds a team of 12, or when you get into numbers like 50, 100, my dear, everyone is not visible.
Yeah.
So I would, they'd be like, whether we like it or not, you're sitting down and exercise and people's destinies
are actually
in
your hands.
And they're like, promote this person, don't promote this person. Yeah. No, I used to do my walk rounds. So I knew everybody. Because in the morning, I would walk around. We only had 2 buildings then. I would literally walk from my office I do my walk rounds. So I know everybody. So when I sit down at appraisals, it's like, oh, this person, no. I'm like, let me remind you who this person, that guy who traveled for 2 days didn't go, like who went out of his way, slept in the office. They was like, is that him? I said, yes, that's the guy. It's like, no. We need to promote him. That was literally, those were some, like, appraisals are flawed. And I'm not saying it because you would literally have to say that about people.
Yeah.
Right? Because when they start saying, let's just, okay, you're going to sit down. It's like, oh, okay, who's this?
Yeah.
People are going to like, and if nobody knows them.
That's how it just goes.
And it happened to me. And when it happened to me, I remember going to speak to, somebody senior in management. And what she told me was like, wow, because, I was obviously relaying all the projects I'd worked on and all I'd done. She said, you fell between the cracks. She said your name came up and nobody said anything. Woo! No one spoke on your behalf. That's what happened. And she said, you fell between the cracks. It's like, okay, I understood. That's how it happens. If nobody speaks for you, if you have no advocates, then it's not about you. You're not a bad person. You're not an underperformer. But it can happen because nobody spoke on your behalf. And that was me going forward. No, it can't happen under my watch. People will have an advocate. So for me, you see that employee advocacy. I took it literally. And I'm sure when you have Mitchell on this place, Mitchell can never forget me at all. No, why? Because I didn't keep candidates waiting. Ooh, you keep candidates waiting? I'm going, like, this is me. Like, I think I was barely 30. Going to the MD and saying, excuse me. Like, you ask some people to come in here by one. They're here, like,
don't they have better things to do?
I mean, you can't keep them waiting. I mean, literally, that's what I would do. And you'd be like, okay, sorry, I'm like, so yes, it wouldn't, because I definitely, so that type of thing is something that I did, when I was in HR. Obviously, I've not been in internal HR for a long time. So that was my former life. So I had a good time working internally in HR. Yes, because I felt it's a good platform, and I wish HR professionals would see their roles that way. Yes. Because it was such an opportunity to make a difference, to be honest. Yes. And when I left that role, the only thing that was driving me, honestly, was impact. Because it was such a battle leaving, because obviously my MD didn't want me to leave. Gosh. There was nothing. And I always tell people, there was nothing he didn't do to keep me. And when I mean nothing, there was nothing. He went out of his way. When I said, I don't like this part of my work, he changed it. When I don't know like that, there was nothing. Change job title, change change structure, change the people who worked with me. Like he did everything. Yeah. But I left. And why did I leave? I just thought about impact. Yeah. Because a big part of my vision for my career was influence. Yeah. I don't know, that word has always stuck with me. Yeah. Influence. So the next opportunity I had was a firm that I didn't really know, I didn't necessarily like in terms of brand. Yeah. But all I thought was that it would give me more influence because it had a very strong government connection. Yeah. And I looked at my portfolio. I was going to head HR transformation. And I was like, yes, I would be able to make impact on a national level. That was the only, that tick was one tick, but it was a big tick. And I thought at the time, InterSwitch was small. And I was like, influence. Yeah. I had done the influence on that level, but this would, because that was all I was thinking of, making a difference in a positive way. If I get this right, if I'm able to impact people on this national level, a lot of people will be will benefit. Yeah. So that was it for me. That didn't last very long. Very, very short stints. That one is a story for another day.
I'm enjoying this so much. Like I want you to
Yeah.
just continue. And
No,
sometimes
me, I can talk. So
it's a trap. No, sometimes this is a trap because I can just keep quiet
yes, I
and
know.
you just be going and you just be going
No.
and you just be going. So
Yeah.
um
No, I can go on.
yeah,
So, but let's.
we'll come. Don't
Yeah.
worry, we'll get there. So for me, many times when I
Mm.
have guests who sit there,
Yeah.
they sort of present a mirror to me.
Okay.
I can hear some of my experiences
Mm-hmm.
in themselves. Like we
Okay.
can always find how we can relate to the other human being
Yes.
if we look. So it happens here, and it feels very uncanny. When you talk about that seeking purpose,
Yeah.
the drive for impact, for influence,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually what's making me sit in a chair and doing podcasts because I would
Yeah,
never
yeah.
have imagined
It's
that.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
the choices I've made on my journey
Yeah.
have been because I've been thinking about that bigger picture,
Mm-hmm.
impact. Impacts.
Yeah.
And that's what
key.
it sounds like when you
Yeah,
were talking about
definitely.
making that move to that
Yeah.
other company. So when we come to your journey, you've had the career is still continuing.
Oh
It
yeah,
has taken
definitely.
pivots.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I want to hear about some of the pivots you've made.
Yeah.
What challenges have you faced
Yeah.
on those journeys?
Okay.
And if you have any principles or,
Yeah.
things that have stood true to you that have helped you
Yeah.
navigate those.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I've probably shared my story in different ways and
Yeah.
different times.
Yeah.
If I really have to talk about pivots, it would definitely start from when I graduated. My first pivot was on graduation because my first degree is economics.
Yeah.
Okay. And my first pivot was my first career was in information technology. So that was my first pivot. How did that happen? Economics is a general degree. It's a very good foundation. It's for people who don't really know what they want to be.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't very clear. Okay. So wanted a degree that would just, you know what, I'm not really clear what I want to be. Or because I'd battled with different things. Today I want to be this, tomorrow. Just go and study economics. When you come out, it will be clear. And at the time, I probably wasn't bold enough to do any of the things that I really liked doing. They didn't really seem like careers, right? Because one thing I've always liked doing is writing. I thought about being a journalist or a writer, but I wasn't sure how that would come. So I went to do my degree. Now, finished my degree. It was that summer, went for a barbecue with a friend. And in that barbecue, I overheard a conversation. I was in the UK at the time. And somebody was talking about somebody earning £70,000. And the antenna of my ear went up. And I turned. And I was like, this is me, 21.
Yeah.
And I went into the conversation. I was like, hey, what's going on? Because at the time, I was still considering whether to do my master's or not. And I just heard £70,000. And look, being in the UK at that time, you just want to come out, get a job. And it was the friend I'd gone to visit, it was his girlfriend. And she was in IT. It's like, oh, she was an IT manager or something, nothing, And I was like, wow, IT. I'd never heard of IT before. I mean, I'd come from an arts, I would call it economics it's generic. And by the way, I didn't enjoy economics, funny enough. I did very well in A-levels because I did economics A-levels, but as a degree, gosh, it's the only, tell you what I did. After, you see, you've been to my house, I have a library of books. The only books you will not see are my economics textbooks. And I'll tell you why.
Wow.
I tore them.
Wow.
After my last exam, I tore every one of them. I'm telling you.
That's very deep and decided.
You know why it was deep? I don't know why, because I was so good. I got an A in, like O levels. So that's why I did it in A levels. But degree, it was quite different. I didn't enjoy it. To be honest, I struggled through it in a way that I didn't expect to struggle through it. I wasn't like, I did okay, but it wasn't the easy peasy economics. So I was done, tore my books. And so I was ready for anything. So when I heard about this IT, I thought about doing a master's in communications. But at that time, just hearing that conversation, I was like, this technology, maybe I should consider it. Trust me, I had no clue about technology. So I made a decision there and then to do a master's in IT. I'm telling you, that was how quickly the decision was made.
Mado,
Feel
as we say in Nigeria.
Yes.
Like crazy.
And so got the application forms, filled it. I didn't even know how that master's was going to be paid for, to be honest. But I was so adamant because I knew from this conversation at this party
Yes.
that if I got into technology,
Yes.
I would be earning a decent, I mean, this was 25 years, almost 30 years ago, right? Just so that you understand. And that's what I did. So that was my first pivot. I did that master's. Before I even graduated, I got a job. So I didn't come out unemployed. Like I got the job, like maybe the course finished in July, I already had a job. So I literally left school, like after I finished the 1-year master's. It was a 1-year conversion master's. It was an MSc in information technology. As soon as I just went to work. Not 70,000 pounds, but very decent for that time of the year. So that was my first pivot. Knowing at that point, I didn't want to be unemployed, and it was okay to earn a good, decent living. Yeah, I was in the UK. I didn't want to be affected by anything, race or, like, let me just be good economically. And that was what I got. So that was my first pivot. So I started in IT, did that. My first job, did it for 9 months. Because I was like, it was IT support. I was like, what is this? Answering the phones, supporting 6,000 users. It was for a big not-for-profit. And I'm like, you know what? After like 9 months, I got headhunted by Nokia UK. And that one, the role was for design engineer, user interface designer. Okay. And yes, I did that. So that was my second pivot into telecoms. How did that happen? Transferable skills. The skills apparently I had supporting users would be useful in user design.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. So basically because the technical support I was doing, we used to have to write user manuals. Once we solve problems, we would document them. Apparently, those skill sets were very useful. The technical authoring skills would be useful in designing user specifications for mobile phones. So that was my second pivot into software. Look, this is me, economics degree.
Yes.
Wanting to be a writer.
Yes.
Now I'm from IT, now I'm in telecoms.
Yes.
So that was a job that honestly, it was fancy at that time. I had things I didn't really expect, career-wise. By this time, I was probably in my early 20s, 22 to 26, is when I spent there, And what happened? Yeah, you're working for Nokia. Nokia was it. At that time, where do you want to work?
Yeah.
Right? And there I was in the UK. It opened my eyes, obviously. Great experience, but as life happens, after 3.5 years, I'm like, hey, what am I doing? That's when the purpose-seeking side really came alive. Yeah, the youth, I recognized the privilege I had at that time, having a good job, economically sound, was able to save, was able to travel. I did solo trips by myself. Gosh, there was nothing that I wanted that I couldn't have. But then I wanted more. And this time, it wasn't about money. So, which I feel is a privilege because I was lucky. Imagine just being 25, 26, and you're like, you know what am I really supposed to be doing? And I'm not thinking about a job where I make a lot of money. I'd done it already by that age. So I was able to just look inwards and ask myself, what next? So that was the second pivot. Well, that second pivot took me from the UK and I ended up in Nigeria. Trust me, Nigeria, it didn't have to be Nigeria. I was ready to go anywhere. I thought about America. I was like, gosh, I'm not ready to be like an illegal immigrant. No, seriously, these were real things I thought about, because I was like, I wanted to leave the UK, but I wasn't sure. Like, I wanted a break. I just wanted to do something different. I was ready to. Then I thought about. I had an interview in Germany. I actually went. Didn't happen for me, and then I just thought, you know what? Let me come to Nigeria and see what is possible. So this time, quit the job, unemployed,
Wow.
one-way ticket to Nigeria.
Wow.
Yes. And when I came to Nigeria, I basically sat down with myself. No, I wasn't planning to work. I just said, you know what? What do I want to do with my life? Right? I bought some books on Amazon. I wanted to discover who I was, my values, my strengths. I was just on a journey of self-discovery. No, I wasn't thinking of anything else or doing anything. I just wanted to know who am I? That was my focus. And I did that. I was so meticulous about it. I remember I still have the journal from then because I sat down and I wrote your strengths. You know, when you, a whole inventory of all my strengths, a whole inventory of my values, a whole inventory of the things I'm good at, the things people say I'm good at, you know, what was I doing this for? I was just trying to find a profession where I could use my God-given strengths, for lack of a better word. I was really like seeking, I'm not going to go to any job where I don't like anymore. That's the end. I've done it for the money. I've done it for the experience and skills. I am not doing that anymore. Anywhere I go, my next role is going to be me. So I looked inwards. I'm not looking at the world. The first two roles, I looked at the world. What does the world pay? What does the world need?
Yeah.
This time, I looked at me. What am I good at? What am I better than the next person? And then, where does the world need
this
me?
thing?
I'm
having goosebumps.
Yes, yeah. So there was a different type of process. I wasn't looking for a job. No. I was looking for a job that suits me now. So the game had changed, which was very different. Before, I was looking for what suited the world, market and demand, what could find me a job. I wasn't doing that anymore. And that exercise for me was the most life-changing, because obviously it took me to my career, what I've spent at least the last 20 years doing, which is human resources management. So imagine going from IT, telecoms, and HR. I didn't just land in HR. When I finished those exercises, I found that I was good at 3 things came up from the exercise, and I literally still have it. They are drawn like a Venn diagram. 3 things: speaking, writing, and advising. Those were my 3 top skills. Had the Venn diagram. So I was now looking what professions, what roles allow you speak, write, and advise.
This is an ikigai moment.
Yeah. But that's how it happened for me. And why was this key? You see, when I was in my first 4 years of my career, I wasn't a performer. I was a, go to work, clock in and clock out. Yeah.
Doing what was required.
Yeah, just doing what, just getting by.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking of being promoted. Just pay me my money at the end of the month. That's all I was thinking about. But, sooner or later, you get to a point, you're like, no, there must be more to this now. Because you're not going to be, and I wasn't looking for promotion. I wasn't looking for anything deep because I wasn't there. I wasn't bringing myself to work, just my physical. But you see, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But this time I said, no, I want to be present, right? Because the only way you can live a life of impact is if you are there, your whole self.
Whole self. Oh.
I needed to bring my whole self to work. That's the only way I could align and make it an impact.
Yeah.
So I went looking for myself. So, and it was so, what happened was, then it became clear to me, I want to speak, write, and advise. Then I started looking at professions that allow you to do.
Yeah.
And one thing that came up was training.
Yeah.
It's like training. I didn't think, notes, it did not come out as HR.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what HR was. Came up as training. So I started looking, I want to train. So I bought books on training. I bought a book called Getting Started. Imagine at 26, I got a book called Getting Started in Training and Seminar Consulting.
Imagine this.
I'm telling you, I bought a book.
Imagine this.
And I finished. Then I got another book on presentation skills just because of that exercise at that age. And then I started telling anyone I met, anyone I would meet, when they say, what do you want to do? Because I wasn't working. Remember, I'd come back from the UK. I wasn't working. What do you want to do? It's like, I want to train.
Yeah.
I want to train. Then I said that to a few people. Then there was a particular firm's name that kept coming up.
Yeah.
I was like, no. How come people keep saying this firm? Like, the name kept coming up. Can I mention it? I don't know. Yeah. So people said, oh, you want to train? Oh, try Phillips Consulting. You want to train? Like, oh, try Phillips Consulting. I was like, okay. Then one day I went to see a friend who was working. Remember, I wasn't working. Yeah. So I went there after work, And then their manager came out and he was like, oh, what do you want to do? I heard you came back from the UK. I was like, oh, no, I want to do training. He's like, have you heard of Phillips Consulting? I was like, you're like the third person. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I know someone who works there. Send me your CV.
Imagine this.
So this is outside of the bank. Yeah. So send me your CV. And let me just say, that was how my consulting career started, because I did send him my CV. I was called for an interview. And of course, I started working there. Yeah. So I would say this was a second stage in my career, my life career. Because remember, the first 4 years were in IT. But this time, honestly, there was a euphoria. I'd never felt like, I never looked so forward to going to a job. This was the first job that I felt I put myself in, because I was thinking, I was using my head. I was using my brain, I was advising, I was writing, I was using all my skills, all the skills I loved. So that was how I got aligned into a career that truly, I would say, suits me and my skill sets. And so that is, I would say the rest is history, because obviously from there, I moved into HR, morphed out of it, because I moved into HR consultancy. And and I would say the rest was history, because I'm still, I would say I'm still in the consultancy, and I'm still doing the same things. I'm training, funny enough, and it's crazy. I'm writing, I'm advising. So this is it's a long journey. Wow. And it started at that young of an age. And that was when I would say I started, standing out? Because before then, I did not.
It doesn't know.
Exactly.
If you're not bringing your whole self,
which is why I also tell people, find who you see, you can't compete with people who have an unfair advantage. So, like, you see, Adora will not get tired of writing.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't compete with... You see, when you're tired, I will keep... Yes. It's like someone trying to compete with me in writing. I love writing. Yes. I wake up in the morning and I start. Yeah. Nobody needs to motivate me. Yeah. And that's why I say we must all find our competitive advantage. So when people say... Someone even asked me whether I'm jobless. Like, how come you're always... I was like, this is...
Before we sleep and wake up, another thing has dropped.
But this is me. I love it. And when I do it, I feel so fulfilled. Every time I see a written piece, it's like, for me, it's like, it's art. It's my art. And if you know anything about artists, oh my goodness, we love our work. So every time I see a piece, oh my goodness, that creative process, that's the best thing, for me, the creation. Yeah. So you can't, so that's it for me. I love to write. I love to advise. I still do it. It's not just about even loving it. When you're good at it, because how did I get there? I asked people. Remember, I didn't just look in words. I asked my friends, people who knew me, what am I good at?
Yes.
I remember calling a friend of mine now. I just still remember that phone conversation. And she was like, oh, she was one. So it's like, oh, you're good at advising. Like whenever I want to, like, I remember speaking to, I actually did that exercise. Gosh, I couldn't believe how meticulous. I was calling people at 26. and ask him, please, what am I good at? Because I wanted to look at not just what I thought I was good. Even the advising didn't come from me. It came from different people. Like I knew I was good at writing, but people were just like, no, you weigh things up. You give us both sides. You do. I said, look, yeah. So that's
interesting.
that's it.
Listen, like, so guys, let me tell you what I was hearing. Like and we've talked about this story in bits and pieces different times and all of that. And I have a similar process. I think I told you.
Yeah.
Went into IT, studied something different, went into IT, came out and took a survey. Like told people, fill this form, tell me, what am I good at? And they'll say, oh, you know how to mediate, you know how to do this. You know, people person. I'm like, what kind of job will I be doing that I'll be motivated every day? That's research, human resources. Which one is human resources? Why are they joining the two together? Human and resources. Doesn't make sense. Let's go and research. And then I bought this book, HR from the Heart.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Different things. So I'm listening to
you're seeing.
When you see people, there's no overnight success.
Not
there's
at all.
Nothing like that.
It's interesting.
Everybody that you see moving has put in their hours. They've put in some thinking. So there is the unrest that starts when you are a person who knows that there's more to life than receiving.
Yeah, definitely.
So she was in the phase where she was, what can I get? I can get more money.
Yeah.
I've
been through all that.
Then after, it's like, sorry, what can I give?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be giving something where it won't mean anything to anybody.
No, have to be authentic.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't be.
So I'm listening to you. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
This process.
Yeah, we'll all go through it.
Sounds consistent with people who've spoken on camera, off camera, and they're saying their process.
Yes.
There's the unrest. There's now the search for where can I fit in? What can I do? So that my contribution matters.
It matters.
And then they get to the stage where how can I scale the contribution?
Yeah.
And then there is the effort. So it's not just you can think about it and be on, be restless and then
not do anything. Can't do.
But there is now the she's going to buy books.
Yeah.
When I say she's a nerd, that's what I mean. It's not about now she's going to overanalyze stuff and
no.
It's about there is the process. When you decide something, take action.
Yes, I do.
If there's the biggest thing I've learned from you is modifying my version of that.
Yeah.
When you decide something, take action.
Take it.
Sometimes I get it's a lot. I want to do many things. And there's that thing of when it's now too much.
Yes.
You inert yourself. You make yourself just not move.
Yeah.
There's the just start.
Just
pick one and move.
Pick one and move.
I have taken that thing every day, and I see you practice it.
I do it.
So it brings it more to life for me.
Just do it.
Like, okay, just do it. Just go.
Yeah.
Just go first. Yeah. You fall. Will you be able to get up? Get up.
Yes.
And just go.
Yeah.
So she went,
Yeah.
did research, asked for information. She did not lie to herself. She didn't tell herself, I think I'm good at this. Therefore, let me go there. What do other people see?
Yeah.
And then combined with her own view of herself, combine that into her ikigai moment.
Yeah, because what that does for you as well is that was when I started doing better at work. Yeah, because when I just remember my first couple of years, honestly, that's why when people top our employees, I wasn't any good when I was those first 3-4 years. I was just floating, and that's why we should help people who are young.
Yes.
Because once someone is disconnected, I was not connected to my work at all. So I've been to that disengaged. I've been through that disengaged phase. Someone who is disengaged, I'm sorry, most of the time, there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do, actually.
If you're not connected to the work, there's just nothing you can do. But once somebody is connected, to their work, like it's part of their purpose, it's part of their vision. Because in all that exercises, remember, it's like casting a vision. That's what I was really doing for myself. I was like, because you can't separate yourself from you. Yeah, which leads us to some other things, which is when I talk about, passion. Every time and this is something that anytime I talk to people about passion is not about what you enjoy.
Yes.
It's about what you can endure.
Hey.
You know?
Sorry, repeat.
It's not. I said passion is not about what you enjoy.
Yes.
Okay? It's about what you can endure.
Sure.
Okay? Because passion is suffering.
Yes.
Is what am I, not what am I prepared, how far. No, it's how far you're prepared to suffer.
Yes.
That's passion.
Yes.
Yeah? So when you say I'm passionate about, it's not like you're going to be smiling. It's also
it's
that.
not excitement all the time.
No, you're going to be crying.
Yes.
No, you're going to be crying, but you can't stop.
Yes. Yeah, like it's okay.
Yes. You wipe your
Cry, I wipe my
tears,
tears,
and then you
we must
continue.
be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's passion. And when I describe it to people that way, then they become uncomfortable with passion because they think passion, because passion is force. It's an energy, right? And for you to have it, yes, you love it so much. It's like love. When they say love and hate are two sides. Sorry, I digress because I used to watch crime. No, I don't watch it anymore. I don't know why. Okay, we don't subscribe anymore. I used to. You see, crimes of passion. Hey, they're the worst.
Yes.
And the reason why is the love. When they see a crime of passion, it's never the same.
It's never the same. It's dimensional.
So every time
Skill.
you see, anytime you see, maybe this is gory. Anytime you see was stabbed 100 times, jeez.
It was passion.
It's passion. It's passion.
Yeah.
It just shows you how deep, right, it is.
Yeah.
So those are things, like if you're passionate about something, you will endure.
Yeah.
You will suffer for it.
Yeah.
Right? It's not going to come and you're going to be, But guess what? The suffering is part of the mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
You won't abandon it.
Yeah.
And that's why if we're talking, when we speak to founders,
yes,
it is important when people say in business that you do something you are passionate about. Okay? I'm not going to, please do understand it. I am not for passion. No, there's a place for passion when you're ready to suffer.
Yeah.
And I don't advise people necessarily straight out of school or young people to do passion.
Doing passion.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Because passion requires endurance.
Yes.
And suffering.
At that point.
Yes, at that
might
point.
Not be ready.
Yes, I could do it now. Right? But I wasn't doing passion straight out of school. No. Get money first. I always tell people this. Be don't be a liability to anybody.
Because
especially
your passion.
Don't follow passion to be a liability. No. You can do other things first. And then because you remember passion is long suffering.
Yes.
So you don't want to be broke, be suffering, no. There's a time for that. But when you're ready to endure, do passion. Because some of us, that's what has brought us to where we are. Yeah. Because we changed the kind of decisions we made. We were doing passion.
Yeah.
Passionate people, they are not rich. Many passionate people, I'm sorry to say, because you make a lot of sacrifices when you're passionate. You will turn things down that would have made you probably more financially, but because you're more passionate. So you will make some hard decisions which are not always economically better.
It depends on what you're chasing. So
Yes,
you
exactly.
said something. Passion is, you first have to define your vision.
Yes.
When you define the vision that you are attracted to, come rain, sun, come whatever, you will be passionately driving towards that vision.
Yes.
And that vision, sometimes the quest for profit could look to you as a distraction from that.
Yes,
vision.
it can be.
So that's what passion is
because
about.
it's a mission. Passion fuels a mission.
Yes.
And a mission is not always profitable. That is the truth. It's nice when they are mixed.
Yes.
But the truth is that it's like when you talk about in strategy, when you talk about different strategies, you can't do low cost and a low cost strategy and do it with a niche. There are just some strategies that don't mix, right? It can't have all the specs if it's going to be low cost. You have to
sacrifice.
You have to sacrifice. You pick it. Exactly. So you can't have everything. So yes, sometimes that's what it is. When you follow a passion project, yes, you might be known in it, right? You might be seen, you might be influential, but you may not always turn it into profits because sometimes turning it into profit dilutes it. That's the truth. It can dilute it. Not all the time, but sometimes it dilutes it, because by the time you start doing commercial, people will know.
Yes, people know.
People
And
will know.
sometimes success is not only defined by profit. That's
No,
my
not
own
at all.
idea. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think
Yes.
success is always about profit.
Yeah,
I can
no,
define my
not at
profit
all.
in another way
Yes,
than
of course.
economic,
Yes.
and
And that's very
advancement.
important, for people to know. And but when I say, even when we talk about profit, I think the key thing is, I say, don't be a liability.
Yes,
Because don't be a liability.
don't be a liability.
Because, as an adult, none of us want to be a liability to anyone. We want to be able to cover. You don't have to be a billionaire.
Yes.
But don't be
It
a
should be
liability.
sufficient.
Yes.
You should
be
even
able
have
to,
enough to help.
yeah. Yes, exactly. That's it. We need to, because I think as human beings, we need that. We need to be able to take care of ourselves economically and also give
Yes, and
as
also
well.
Yeah.
Right? We should all contribute to somebody else's. There's always going to be people who are less fortunate
Yeah.
than yourself.
Yeah.
We should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But success means different things to different people. And
Yeah.
for me, like I say, at every given time, success has meant different things. I tell the story from when I was 21, because success to me then was economic.
Yes.
And, but since I started following passion, I am pleased to announce that economically, trust me, I've made so many economic sacrifices. I keep telling people, and sometimes people don't believe me, I've never made up to my last job since I left paid employment.
Yeah,
People might think I've not. Like, I can't pay what I was paid to myself as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Right? And people say, yeah, but that it is what it is.
Yeah.
But how much do we need to be comfortable? That's another thing. What was my last job paying? And was I comfortable? Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm not complaining. I can afford most of the things that make life
Yeah.
livable and exciting.
Yeah.
Not everything,
Yeah.
but most things. And I'm grateful.
Yeah.
So we don't need so much. And I think sometimes that's the pressure that people put on themselves. How much do you really need? Yeah. How much do we really need to have a decent life? No, I make some sacrifices because some other things are more important to me. I prioritize those things. Yeah.
Sometimes even the quest for more than we need might not even be driven internally. It might be driven by what you
That's
see.
the worst part.
Somebody else has more. Why are we not me?
See that comparison thing there? That's just a thief of joy.
It's the thief of joy.
So yes, you have to always be true to yourself. And every time, and this is something I've said before, once I start feeling, I always know when I'm not centered. And it's always when I'm trying to fit into other people's ideals. You just feel like you've shifted. And you need to just realign yourself back. So we always need to be very conscious of ourselves, our centered true selves, and the image, either societal or other people's expectations. We need to, because once that gap is, I think I've spoken about this before, it's called incongruence. Once there's a misalignment between how you see yourself, right, and an ideal self, whose ideal is it? Whose ideal? That's a question we need to ask ourselves, because the minute you're using somebody else's standards, whether it's societal, cultural, a workplace, and it's not in congruence with yours,
what you can be.
Oh my gosh, you're just going to feel that anxiety, depression. That's when it's going to come hard on you, because there's a gap. I don't want to be there.
It reduces what's within your control, actually.
Yes.
To deliver. So every time, I always try to, what's driving you? When I start to feel unnecessary pressure on the thing that causes, that, I'm like, what's actually driving me? What's driving this now?
Yes, what is driving this now?
If it's passion, then I know that, okay, I have to put in more. It's something I can put in more. Then that's passion. But if it's not passion, I'm now measuring myself or my outcomes against another set of yardsticks that I don't have control over. I don't have it in me to deliver on this thing, and they put some undue pressure. this is what's driving me. Let's drop it.
Sure.
We put it down.
And you also have to ask yourself, when it's to yourself, like for whose benefit? Yeah.
That's
For
a big
whose
one,
ben-
actually.
That's you ask yourself, who's the biggest beneficiary of this? Who's and just center yourself back.
Yeah.
Sometimes is it performance? You can't be this is a performance society. It's difficult because you ask yourself whose benefit. If it's for you're doing a performance, it's going to be very stressful because you can't perform for too long.
Yes.
After a while,
and the needs and desire, the people you're performing for will be changing.
Exactly.
It will keep changing.
No. Can't perform for too long. After a while, you'll be tired. You'll be like, you know what, please, where is my I just need to take a break from all of this. So we need to be centered, because every time one is not aligned with their true, for me, if I'm not, once I'm not aligned with myself, then I start feeling stress. Because I'm doing outside of myself for too long. We can be outside for a bit. Yes. For a bit, but not for
once
too
it's sustained,
long.
the ability to even satisfy yourself gets reduced. You get into some burnout.
Of course.
That's not safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I have two questions that I want to find out. I know we don't have enough time for that, but you pick which one you answer.
Okay.
I'll ask you both.
No problem.
So when you look back at Adora of those 30 years ago, what will you tell her today that you've learned? Just a message for her. That's one of the questions. You can pick that. Second question is, if you wanted to, on this journey, I'm interested though. It's a selfish move. Or if you think, without thinking too much, what's a big challenge that you had to face?
Okay.
Where did you go? Where did you go internally to come out of that? Which one will you answer?
I don't even know. So, I think let me go into challenges. Okay. Because I would say that on challenges, my philosophy is it will pass. Okay? Right? And whatever doesn't kill you can only make you stronger. And I mean it literally, because we've all overcome challenges that we didn't expect, and it just made us stronger people. So for me, I don't believe in failures, only lessons, because I believe that I can learn from anything. It's always very difficult when people ask me maybe a time you failed. No, there's no failure. There's only failure when you compare yourself to other people, which is and I've noticed, like with myself, it's only when I'm in the comparison trap. That's when I feel like, especially if it's business, I would say it's because I'm comparing myself. No, if I do it on my own terms, I'm okay. I've succeeded in my own way. As long as I'm happy with the goals I set for myself. The only problem is when the goals are not my goals. Sometimes their goals, they're not yours. You don't know they're not yours. Yes. It's like you were talking about scaling. It's not everybody's plan to scale.
Yes.
You understand? When I started business, I just know that I'm an independent, right?
Yeah.
For me, business I'm an independent and I'm a creative.
Yeah.
I was looking for a warehouse for my creative expressions. That's what led me to forming my company. I was just looking, where do I package it? So my creative expressions are there. And you find that a lot of creative people are like there. Where I have challenges is when I try to start doing business like other people. No.
Look like this other type of company.
No. That's when. No, because that's not me.
I'm receiving this thing.
No, because I've never been.
I'm collecting this.
You know, I never conformed. Why would I start now? I left corporate intentionally because I didn't want to be like that. So why would I go and set up a corporate? Nah. No, I don't want corporate. Nah, it's a trap. For me, because it was a trap then. So why would I now go and create it?
Now go and create it and you not be in your trap
in
that you
my
created
trap
for yourself.
Then I'll not be like, it's hard. It's going to be hard now. You understand? No. People expect things, but that's their own expectation. It doesn't work for me. I knew why I left. So I can't just go and create the same So we have to know ourselves. It's nice. I look at people, I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
That's not what I want.
I feel like slapping my knee, knocking my head,
No.
doing many things, jumping.
Nah.
Also, yeah.
I structure the company where I want to, because it's an entity of a creative expression. So it has to work for me. I've consulted for companies. I remember talking to an MD, and we're looking at his structure. And he was looking at it and he was like, as if, I said, do you know that this structure was designed to realize your objectives? Why are you looking at it as if it's cast in stone? He was literally looking at it like, this is the structure. Like somebody gave him and he's been running with it and he's looking at it and he's crying. I'm like,
if it's no longer serving the
it's
objective,
not serving.
can we change?
Change it.
Oh.
Change it.
Oh, gosh.
Because we're all different.
Yeah.
We're all, you see, one thing that technology will do, and they said it, you will see. And what is the expectation? We talk about unicorns. An expectation is the one person unicorn that is going to emerge. Yeah. You see what AI is done and how it's helping people replicate themselves, agents, and all that. You will see a one-man company. When I mean one man, I don't know one-man business. One solo human being will be a unicorn. Watch it.
So. Yeah. I agree.
Watch totally it. Which structure is that?
Yeah.
Well, what structure is that?
Replicate it.
Replicate it. Yeah. So there are different kinds of things. So I tell people, find yourself. Live in your own, not in a selfish way, but you need to
set your own goals and work towards those, and
don't set your own goals. Don't try to because you're an original. Okay? If you do other people, the best you can be is a photocopy.
It's it. And that person will always be better at being themselves than
they're the original. The photocopy can never be as good as the original.
Yes.
Right? So you can't copy me.
Yes.
You can only try. Yes. The best you will be is a photocopy. Yes. I'm the original.
Or a counterfeit. Because even when you try and go and build an original, you've gone to doctor the thing.
No, exactly.
So it looks prettier than the original. It's now a counterfeit.
Yes, but it's a counterfeit. Exactly. So that's where you have to find your place. That to me, that's only when the challenges are always coming from, hey, I am not like the way other people are. That's the only place. But once I just remind myself, you are unique. You are never meant to be like other people. You were never meant to do business like other people. You were just meant to be you.
Yeah.
And, that's just you. Yeah. So once we accept who we are for the way we were created, knowing that our unfair or competitive advantage is already with us, why would you dilute it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So for me, like I said, when it comes to for me, the challenges is a philosophy.
Yeah.
Only lessons. Stay true to yourself. Yeah. That's my number one. In everything. Yeah. Don't try and do what other people are doing. Yeah. Do what works for you. There's some things that work for me. I don't even tell people.
Yeah, because if you tell and I want to go and replicate it, it might
it won't work. It won't work. Then you say, and that's not what you want. Right? It's not what you want for yourself. Yeah. And then some things I don't even bother sharing because it works for me, but it won't work for you. If you find out that it worked for me and you go and try it, it won't work for you.
Totally. Thank you for sharing this one.
Yeah, because it is just stay true to yourself.
Thank you.
Performance society, trying to live up to that standard is tough.
Yeah. This is very, I don't know, it hit me. At one point I got teary-eyed because this is validating where I'm finding myself now. Yeah. I have people who mean well. Yeah. Who will come with all the suggestions. Oh, but this is your podcast. Yeah. Try it. Do this. I'm like, it doesn't feel... even if it's 10 people, I was sent to a set of people. Yeah. There is certain small group of people that will see value from this. Exactly. From how it is. We will improve. Yeah, exactly. We are improving ourselves based on what we want to achieve.
And you evolve.
Thank you. And so we're evolving. We're trying to, what do we test? What do we do? But in the beginning, there is one podcast I admire quite a bit. I'm not going to mention it. Yeah. And I will watch it, pour over it. And I will find some others. I'm like, I don't have the resources for this. And that
Yes.
would make me not even start.
No.
Like,
Don't start.
if it's not looking like this one, I don't want to
No.
do it. I don't want to do it. I'm like, but why? Yeah, it's not the same thing. You guys are
Yeah.
not doing the same thing.
Yes.
And then I went into the just start phase. So
yes, of
launching
course.
this year,
Doesn't matter.
somehow. Even
Start.
we recorded our first ones last year.
Mm-hmm.
I could not.
You felt
publish.
it wasn't good. Nah,
You
just
watch
publish
it and everything. And it was just like, you know what? Let's just go.
Publish it.
Then I'm watching, and at some point, I'm watching this other one. I'm like, it just, then my own now feels tacky. My own does, you know.
Doesn't matter.
And you have people who mean well, who are telling you, change this, go and compare,
Yeah.
go and watch this, go and do this.
No.
And I'm like, no.
Nah.
If I keep doing that, then I will not. I would even feel inadequate with what made me feel whole.
Sure.
What I felt I was wholly doing, because I start to measure it based on all these for now unattainable standards.
Of course.
I feel less whole than it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know what, just drop it. At least you're doing something. When anybody drops a message, you say, this touched me. Or somebody, some people who are stalking the page, but they're not.
They've not subscribed.
Yeah, they've not subscribed, but they subscribe. They've, send me WhatsApp messages when I post, a new episode is out on my WhatsApp status or on LinkedIn. And they come back and say, oh, I watched this other one. Oh, so you're watching. Go and subscribe and share this thing.
Exactly.
But those messages, apart from this subscribe message, is that, thank you.
Yeah.
As scrappy as we might look right now,
you're not scrappy.
it is meeting
Who's
someone's
standard?
need. Thank you.
Who's standard?
That's my point. Is the people who are giving me advice are telling me, they don't want to say scrappy or no, but I'm like, we started scrappy and we're happy.
Yes,
that
scrappy happy.
Yes, scrappy happy, and we're happy, and we will keep improving. Yeah. And I know that Rome wasn't built in a day, as we say.
Yes.
And things will get better.
It will get better.
I know that when I look back on this a year after,
from now,
it will be different.
You'll be glad.
It's even different from when we first started. Like when I watched the first 3 episodes, I'm like, it's different.
It gets better and better.
It gets better. So that's the thing. When you were saying it is talking to me, I'm like, yes, remember, stay true to the purpose.
And focus on being prolific, which is just acting. Being productive. Yeah. Prolific beats perfect.
Yes.
Keep releasing them.
Yes.
And they just get better and better. The versions improve.
Yes.
But not doing anything, perfectionism.
That's even worse.
That's because that doesn't allow you to be prolific. You can't release because you're still trying to fine-tune one. Somebody has done 10.
And is going.
They've gone 20.
And they're going. Even that one you're looking at started scrappy.
Yeah, but they have 20 episodes. You're still trying to fine-tune the one. They have 50, they have 100. Yeah. With all the scrappy, prolific beats perfect. Just keep producing because everything will be in your favor because there's more out.
There's more out. There's more lessons. Even the feedback that comes in.
Yeah, there's more feedback.
For the ones we can do, we will be, okay, you know what, let's do. It's easy. Let's change this. But we're not letting it stall. So thank you for saying that. I hope it helps somebody. I hope you guys have enjoyed having Adora.
Yes, so prolific beats perfect.
Yes,
just keep doing.
Yes. So even with coming here today, you did that.
Yeah, of course. I don't know how many things I'm trying to do today. Because I'm just like, do them. Because at the end of the day, we look back, we've done it.
Yes.
Is it once they come on this podcast? Of course not. That's what I'm saying now. I will come back. Maybe we will have, a different kind of discussion on a particular issue, right? Things are not once.
Yes.
We continue the journey. Okay, so where are we? Oh, today we want to talk about this, or I want to talk to you about this part. Or last time,
let's sit and
let's talk about it. Exactly. So we don't just have one opportunity. We have a whole myriad of opportunities. Yeah. So we'll do this again, and by then, we'll just keep learning on the journey.
Do you remember the last time? First, we'll put clips of you before and after. I love Zuma so much. You can see why. It has even spread. See, I'm spotting a gift from my niece. I've adopted her as my niece. She's here, smiling but not looking at us. And she made this for me, and I love it so much. She made this too.
Yeah.
She made 3.
Yes.
But I want these ones because I felt it would go.
It
Red is
go
my favorite
better.
color, pop of color.
Yes.
And green is, so tribute
Nice.
to
Coming.
Zina,
Thank.
our CEO.
Future.
Yes, so future CEO.
In her own creative way.
Yes.
So we're all for creative expressions. And I'm so happy that you're doing this. I am, like I see, it's always nice to see people just succeed. You know me. I don't know. I just have that. I'm always happy for other people.
Yes.
Sometimes I even wish like
Like, why are you too happy? You'll be saying,
yeah, like why am I
you
so
can't be
yeah.
too happy about people.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're doing this. And, these are things that I would love. I mean, anytime you invite me, I'll come. Because these are things that I could do, but you just have to pick. You can't do everything, so to speak. But this is definitely something up my streets. I love to talk, so, and I love to inspire people. So any way we can help.
When you're ready. If I'm not your first guest, we'll fight.
Nah, it's like
we'll fight.
Nah, don't worry, we'll do. I'll come here again. We'll have some special editions,
yes,
and we'll talk about
yes
particular topics.
Yes.
So for me, I'm happy to use your platform.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. Yes. You gave me your platform to use too. So
I know, but that's it.
Oh gosh.
That's it. It's amazing. And since you've perfected it, we'll continue in it, and it's great.
Thank you very much.
So thank you very. Yes, I'm good. I hope I was able to contribute positively.
Yeah. Tell them one last word. Then we'll close.
A last word.
One and then.
What should the last word be about?
Encouragement.
Encouragement. Who needs to hear this? Who needs to keep at it? There's somebody who needs to keep at it for long enough. There's something, they say the eighth wonder of the world is the law of compounding interest. There might be somebody who wants to give up. Don't give up. Keep at it. Keep doing it. It will show. Like the benefits will definitely show at the point where you think, and you reap what you sow, but not necessarily where you sow. That's something that has always stood with me. The laws of sowing and reaping, you always reap, but not exactly where you sow. So you might be, sowing in one place. Your reaping will come somewhere else, but you will reap. So just keep at it. Keep doing good. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. Don't give up. That's it.
Thank you. As simple
as
that.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Adora.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
Guys,
Thank
this has been the Thrive Not Survive podcast with Adora Ikwuemesi.
Thank you.
Subscribe, like, share this.
Please subscribe. You must subscribe.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.